So we now want to try to solve part C, where we need to show that the locus of R is another parabola, but it has got this equation where y squared equals to a bracket x minus 3a. Now, we've got two things earlier. First of all, we know that the coordinate of R is this. We also know that PQ is minus 1. So we're going to use this one here and this one here and PQ equals to minus 1 to try to find what is R. So if I show you the next stage here, picked up from before, the coordinate of R is that. That's quite straightforward. So that is the X value and this is the Y value. Oh, we're actually looking at the parametric equations of X and Y, which means if I can substitute the values of P's and Q's from here and combine the two together, I get the locus of R, which is a Cartesian equation. So let's see how do we move about this. So we know PQ is minus 1. Notice that PQ is there and PQ is there. So those can be substituted by minus 1. So I'm going to put them side by side. X value is there. That comes from there. And that comes from there. So minus 1 is substituted into this position. Minus 1. And minus 1 is substituted into this position for y. So can I simplify that? I get 2a minus a, which is a. And I'm left with ap squared plus q squared. So that's okay. For this one, minus minus positive, that's okay. What next? I'm trying to do a little trick here because I noticed that this has p plus q. And if somehow I can write this in terms of p plus q, I can then substitute y over a into my x equation. So let's look at this. If I add 2pq minus 2pq, well, I'm actually trying to complete the square for p and q. Rearrange it. 2pq goes there. Minus 2pq is there. So no change in terms of equations. These are all the same. And I notice this is a complete square. And I can substitute that as p plus q. And the neat thing is I'm going to end up with pq on this side. But we know pq is minus 1. So that means I can substitute that by minus 1. I've got the same equation there. And minus 1 times minus 2 is plus 2. If I multiply the plus 2 out with the a, I've got 2a plus the a, I've got 3a. So we've got 3a plus a bracket p plus q squared. So where do I go from there? I've got y equals to that. I've got x equals to that. I've got p plus q plus p plus q. So perhaps I can use p plus q to combine the y and the x together. So the next step. P plus q is y over a. Obvious. Bring a over here. It's y over a. The next step now is perhaps I can then substitute that. See, x is equals to 3a plus a bracket p plus q squared, which is there. Notice that p plus q is there. So that can be written as y over a. And if I cancel the a squared and a and bring the equations over 3a over to this side, I get a nice neat equation for that. That's a bracket x minus 3a equals to y squared. And if we look back, that's what we were looking for. So we have now solved the equation. So bring that up again. And there you go. So have a go at it yourself. Good luck.